What is up, intuitive sheepdogs? Welcome to another podcast episode of the Intuitive Sheepdog Podcast, formerly known as the Sheepdog Nation Podcast. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for supporting me in this transition. This transition has been hard, scary, but so on point and alignment. Feels so good. I feel like we're reaching a lot of people and we're helping a lot of people. And so that is what means the most to me. In this episode, we're going to be talking about your body image. Boom. Bet you never would have thought that you would hear that on a quote unquote police podcast, right? But this podcast is different. I'm making it more like a lifestyle, so it's a sheepdog lifestyle podcast because we all live, right? We all experience the same shit outside of the job. We're all humans, whether sometimes we think we're not. But we are. So that is what we're going to be talking about. Shout out to our podcast sponsor, The Badge Life. You can go follow them on Instagram. I just received, I ordered a hat, their incognito, thin blue line hat. You guys, get your ass onto my Instagram and go look at, it's amazing. I love it. It's very well made. It's not like a typical bullshit hat. It's not netted like the way that you're thinking it is, like when I say that, but it's kind of like this netted like material, and it's breathable for my head, and it's so cool because like I can wear it and nobody knows like what it means. You know what I'm saying? So I'm totally incognito when off duty. And then I got a thin blue line, not incognito, totally wear when I'm carrying or when I'm with my husband who's carrying. Which is cool too. So go to my Instagram at it's at Intuitive Sheepdog. And you can see pictures of me in that. You can go check them out at The Badge Life on Instagram or thebadgelife.com, and you can order one. And guess what? Between us, when you order and you use that code sheepdog, you get free shipping. Hell yeah. Okay, so let's dive in. So probably the first thing like in your mind is, why the hell are you talking about body image? And here's the deal. Okay, so like I spend a lot of time on social media. I know like a lot of people spend a lot of time on social media for different reasons. You probably spend a lot of time on social media because it is a way for you to like relax. It's a way for you to get your mind off things. But for me, it is it's my business. And so I'm constantly like scouring the internet, taking a look at different hashtags, wondering, checking analytics, wondering why some posts do better than others, seeing what everybody else is doing. I'm curious. So you can kind of like think of me as like the detective of Instagram. And so that's something that I do. And I've done with all social media, since I've started my company. So what I have found is I found a lot around body image. Now I've had my own struggles, and I'm going to talk to you about that in a minute. And I think a lot of people there's actually a lot out there for people who are struggling with their body image. But there's not anything out there for like a sheepdog and body image. And I think this is a problem because I have to say that I think our hashtags and I think that our culture is honestly breeding problems. Now you can argue with me and say, well, you could, if you're in the job and you're fucking fat and overweight, then you shouldn't be in the job. And like, I don't disagree to some extent, and you're going to hear my definition of that. But I think that the definition of what fat, overweight, out of shape is so different for everybody. It's not even funny. And I totally do, because I can tell you this, like when I got out of the police academy, I think I weighed 20 pounds less than what I weigh right now. And, I got out of police academy, I probably gained 5 to 10 pounds. And, a couple years after that, but like I maintained. So I was 10 pounds down from what I am right now. And if you hear the dog barking in the background, say hello to Keela, because that is her. She's being crazy. She's outside, but you probably still can hear her. So, I was thin, and I was strong, and I was this and that. But just because I gained 10 pounds, you know what I mean? So what? So now I'm out of shape? No, like I run more now than I did back then. I run 3 miles every other day. Like I'm exercising and I'm doing the things that I need to do. And so like, does that make me a fat slob who's letting herself go? In fact, this reminds me of a time that if you go back and you look in my posts, which it's not there anymore because this person deleted their comment, but I made a post months ago talking about Instagram versus reality with cops, female cops' hands. And a lot of women got offended. Well, I don't know why the fuck you'd get offended over a bullshit post that was supposed to be funny. But I never could go on duty and like have like beautiful nails ever. And like, that's kind of what I was just poking fun at. Well, next thing you know, I had a shit ton of women freaking out over that, which is honestly what I believe is what's wrong with today's society, number one. And number two, female officers, we need to watch ourselves because you're definitely giving us a bad fucking name if you're willing to throw down over, you know, me stating a post about Instagram versus reality and your nails. So congratulations on that. But so there was this woman, she's got like 99,000 followers or whatever, and apparently she used to be a police officer. Well, she got extremely offended over my post, and she ended up bullying me so bad. Like she just started tearing me apart, which if you want to talk about the post, whatever. But then she started like going on and on talking about how fat and ugly I am and how I've completely let myself go from the job and da-da-da-da and all this shit. And I won't lie to you, out of everything she said to me, that is the one thing that stuck. That's the one thing that stuck because I was like, damn, like did I let myself go? And like, am I fat and disgusting? Like, you know, and it really shook me to my core. Now, listen, that's not her shit. What she said to me is her shit. How I took it is my shit. Let that be a lesson to you. Okay? Because people are going to say whatever they want to say whenever they want to say it. That's just, unfortunately, that's society. Especially as sheepdogs, we deal with that, right? It's our culture, and depending on what your profession is, like, you have to deal with the problems, right? But if you get offended by things, you need to sit down and ask yourself why. This is some of the shit that I help, you know, my sheepdogs in the Intuitive Sheepdog Program. This is some of the stuff that we work through because it's not, it always seems like it's the other person, but it really isn't, is what I'm trying to share with you. It's never the other person. It's always you. It's always us. And like why we got offended. And so I had to do a lot of my own inner work, and it wasn't something I could go do overnight. If I'm just honest with you, it has taken me months. And that happened to me, I'd say back in like the winter time, like, you know, January, February, in there somewhere. And I'm just now to a point where I'm like, fuck them. I don't care. I do not care. And you know, you can tell that by if you go to my Instagram, then you're going to see I just now started posting pictures of me and my body and being totally okay with it. I have been posting prior to that. I haven't had a photo shoot in a really long time on purpose because I felt like I was like just disgusting and fat. And like, because of what she said, because of what she said, in combination to, this is my second point, is the hashtags in like on social media and stuff. It was like, if you're not a bikini competitor and a cop and a female, I don't know, I can't speak for the males in this particular area, but just stand by, my guys, because we're going to talk about it. But like this particular area, like if you're not a bikini competitor and a female cop, like then you are like fat. You're deemed fat or out of shape, or, you know what I mean, a rod, retired on duty, or you don't belong on the road or something. And while I'm not on the road right now, so I guess like, why do I get so offended by that? But like, just because like I've had my own serious issues my entire life with my body image, you know, that what she said, like in the combination, that really fucking got to me. And so I didn't take photos for a really long time. I didn't go on a photo shoot. I didn't do any of that for a really long time. Go look at my Instagram. You'll see old photos of me. You'll see some of like me and Adam, or whatever headshots, a lot of headshots and shit, but like you don't see me in like a bra and, you know, my yoga pants. You know, this past year, you'll see it more recently, because I'm accepting of myself now. Whereas I wasn't the past couple of years. And I just feel like I'm not the only one, or maybe I am, but I just totally feel like I am not the only one that feels this way. Like, I just don't know why within our culture, we have gotten to this point where you've got to be a certain size, or you've got to look a certain way. And then that deems you fit for duty, or it deems you okay to post certain things or wear certain things. Now, I am not one of these people who are huge advocates of like loving your body. I do believe that you should love your body. I do. And I'll tell you why in a minute, but like, I don't believe that you should just be completely out of shape all the time, like, and not being healthy and not be working towards your best life. Like, I totally believe in, you know, working towards your best life. That is something that I am a huge advocate for. And I believe that all of us should be working towards our best lives, whatever that is, but that there's no definition for that, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I feel like there's no definition for what your best life is and what my best life is, as it's completely different for both of us. Maybe for you, you know, I don't know, like maybe for you rock a certain size and I rock a different size, and, you know, your size 2 is your best life, you know what I mean? And my size, I don't know, 8 is my best life or whatever. You know what I mean? I don't know, but I just have to say that I think this is fucking with a lot of people, like, and it's causing like a lot of men and women within, you know, law enforcement, first responder, military. It's causing a lot of anxiety, depression. It's causing a lot of animosity, and we're totally dividing ourselves. And dividing ourselves is the last thing we want to do, because we don't even. It's like, yo, we don't even have a lot of us. We don't have a lot of us to begin with. And like, not all of society has our back. So like, what are we doing? Like, what are we doing? You know, let's not divide ourselves over what? Weight? I don't know. So, you know, I think a lot of people have always struggled with their weight, you know, or not weight, but like your body image and how you actually feel about yourself. And so today, what I want to bring to the forefront is I want you to actually give a shit about yourself. I want you to care about your body. And I'm not telling you to care about your body and go run 10 fucking miles. And I'm not even telling you to go care about your body and do the workout routine that I do. I want you to care about your body and actually look in the mirror and not hate yourself and not pick yourself apart. I want you to focus on the things every single day. Find one thing about your body that you love or that you can learn to fall in love with. And, you know, maybe it's not your stomach. Maybe it's your eyes. Maybe it's your arms. Maybe it's your ass. Maybe it's your legs. Maybe it's your hair. Maybe it's your smile. I don't know. But find something that you can actually fall in love with about yourself. And I know you're like, okay, this is kind of fluffy, Autumn, and all these things, but this is so needed. This message is so needed, especially in our culture, especially to sheepdogs. Like, we run around and we help everybody else and we do everything for everybody else, but we are not focused at all on ourselves. We are not loving ourselves. We are not putting ourselves first. And all we're trying to do, in my opinion, is we're trying to keep up with the Joneses. Oh, so this bikini competitor or this influencer on Instagram or Facebook, they do this workout. They do CrossFit. And, you know, even though my body, I really can't do CrossFit and my body does not thrive when I do CrossFit, since they're doing it, I'm going to do it. This person runs all the time. And even though I fucking hate running, I hate it with a passion, I'm just going to do it because they're doing it. And I want to stay in shape. I don't, Why not find the thing that you love? Like, that's my question. Is like, I agree. Like, move your body. Body movement is huge, spiritually, emotionally. And you need to do that. And so I'm with you. I'm not telling you to be a couch potato at all. But what I'm telling you is take a different approach. Why don't you just take a different approach and not do something because you hate your body? Why don't you exercise because you like your body? Or you want to move towards that kind of relationship of liking your body? Like, why not that? And then and then start doing the things that you enjoy. Like, so for me, for an example today, and you can go find this on my Instagram, I ran 3 miles yesterday. And so, and I have a back injury. And as you guys know, and I'm hoping to heal it, but I ran and right after my run, my back hurt me so badly. It wasn't even funny. My sciatica sucks today and last night, and it really, 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 really hurts, and it sucks. And so, you know what? Today was supposed to be a hit day for me. And I listened to my body and I decided to do yoga instead. And I'm going to take my crazy Malinois puppy for a walk. And for me, like that's completely different. Like I'm doing things completely differently than I've ever done them. And I'm listening to myself and I'm putting my body first. And honestly, she's thanking me, because go and look at the photo. I actually had the balls to post a photo of me doing yoga at home, and I posted what I was doing yoga in, which is a sports bra and yoga pants. And like, you get to see me, and I'm not a size 2. I'm not somebody that you would consider skinny at all. But I don't care anymore. I don't care what people think. It doesn't mean I'm not trying to work towards my best life and I'm not like working towards my best body. Of course I am. You know, I work out every day, but I'm also girlfriend eats. Like girlfriend eats. And I will tell you, I have reached out to some other people who inspire me because, you know, they have like 6-pack abs and they're like super in shape and da-da-da-da. Like I've definitely reached out to them and I've been like, dude, like, yo, like, what the heck do you eat? Because I want to look like you. But when I tried to fit into their lifestyle, it just didn't work for me. I became miserable. And honestly, I want to be happy in my life, and that means more to me than what my body looks like. But that's me, sheepdog. That might not be you. Maybe, you know, your body image and what you look like, that could be your number one thing that brings you happiness and joy, and you love focusing on it. So then focus on it and do your thing. Like, I guess the biggest thing is like, I just don't want anybody, no matter what shape, what size, what your hobbies are. Like, if you live in the gym, bravo, great. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you don't live in the gym, there's nothing wrong with that either. And I think I cannot get over the importance of this conversation, men and women. I see a lot of pictures of, you know, men shirts off, working out, big arms, this and that. And like, great. If that suits you and if that is something that you value, I'm so happy that you're doing it. But if it's not, then take a step back. And I think too, for the other point that I'd like to make is to stop trying to fit in with everybody else. You know, I can tell you this. I do not have the biggest following on Instagram. I think I'm at like I'm just under 5,000 followers. It's not a very big following at all. But here's what I can say. I am not trying to fit in. I used to try to fit in. I no longer care. I don't care to fit in. I don't care. I don't care if I only have 1,000 followers for the rest of my life. Those 1,000 followers, they are going to be the people who know, like, and trust me, who understand me, who can learn a ton from me, who, you know, is going to trust what I'm telling them, and who I'm going to impact the most. Okay. And that's what matters to me. It doesn't matter to me to fit in and keep up with the Joneses. Now, I will out myself. That used to mean a lot to me. Like, I used to get really down on myself because I'm like, what the hell? Like, I don't have a big following and I don't know why and blah, blah. But you know what? I don't care anymore. I'm posting because I want to help you. I want to inspire you. I have these, you know, I have the stuff coming through me on my mind, things I want to say to you. I want to help you in your life. And that's what I'm posting. I'm not posting and ask photos to get your attention. I don't have 6-pack abs to share with you and inspire you with. Like, I don't have those things. But what I do have and what I am doing is trying to pass the message on that it doesn't matter what you look like at all. Post what you want to post, be who you want to be, but stop trying to fit in. Stop trying to fit into that norm. Especially, I can say in law enforcement, especially online, you're supposed to look like a certain way. And if you don't look that way, then you're not, if you don't have the interest, if you're not doing BJJ, and if you're not if you're not excellent at firearms and showing us that you train BJJ, and you're not showing us that you work out, and you're not showing us you in your uniform or blah, blah, like then you're not going to have a big following. You're not going to fit in, you're whatever. I'm telling you, you be you. You just do you, and you put content out there, or you just live your life however you want to live it, but live your best life. And you're never going to live your best life trying to live up to somebody else's expectations or trying to be somebody else. I just want you to be you, no matter what you look like, no matter what you're doing, no matter what you have going on. Live your best life by being you. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense for you. I hope that helps you. I hope that helps you to feel more comfortable and to have a focus of, like, okay, whatever. She's right. Like I'm not 6-pack abs, but you know what? Fuck everybody. Like I'm going to live my best life and I'm going to exercise and do the things that I love to do. I'm not going to do everything that everybody else thinks I should do. And I'm not going to continue to try to fit in, even though I am a first responder, or I am in the military, or I am a cop. Like, even though I'm one of those things, like I don't need to fit in with everybody else. And that's the truth. You don't need to fit in with everybody else. If you can just be you, you will be 10 times more happy. And I think that's the key here. And that's the kicker. And that's the last thing I'm going to tell you is that is going to be the thing that changes you the most, is when you start focusing on you and actually loving you and your body and enjoying your life, doing things because you want to do them and enjoying the things for you. Your entire life is going to change and you are going to be so happy. It's going to be mind-blowing. And so that's what I'm excited for you to do. I'm excited for you to move forward in that capacity. And I'm excited for your life to change. If you need help, then that's when you come into the Intuitive Sheepdog Program. We're going to be opening up here in a couple of weeks. We're going to be opening up the doors. The doors won't be open long, but definitely get your ass into the Intuitive Sheepdog Program. It's once in a lifetime opportunity. You'll never find another course, another experience like it. And I will be sharing the testimonials soon of my sheepdogs, and you're going to be impressed. You're going to like it. Again, reminder, if you are interested in any kind of clothing and apparel and hats and shit, go check out our podcast sponsor at The Badge Life on Instagram. Sheepdogs, I'll see you next time.